Hey everybody, good morning. We're back at it in the Pratte gym this morning, getting ready to head up to the home office and go to work and get you some headlines for today and some of the other things that we have in store. We'll let you know in just a little bit. But you know, one thing is for sure, time does go by quick and we all know that, but there are certain people that you meet along the way that are those beacons of light, that no matter where you are in life and no matter how much you have seen them or they've been in your life, they're always in your subconscious, right? And you know, when I first came to Monaca back in the early 90s, I really got to know a lot of people. And you know, there were certain things that you have to do when you move to a new town and you become a part of the community. And there are certain people that you have to get to know, right? Whether it be your doctor or your dentist and your mechanic. That's right. How important that mechanic is for you, especially to kind of keep the car up and running and on the road and inspected and all the things that you need done. Well, one thing is for sure, service stations, which I have always been a big fan of, they're not really dotting every corner in America like they once did. But when I came to Monaca, right on 9th Street, there was Pat McDonald and Butch at the Amoco station, right? Always there. No matter what you needed, even on a day like today, pick up the phone, they were there. But not too far from there were two other guys who were more than just, well, service station attendants. The owner, Eddie, who was a dear friend, it was a BP station, and I've always been a fan of BP, British Petroleum, because of these gentlemen, and Jack Drake. Well, I found out from my friend KK last night that Jack Drake passed away a few weeks ago, and they recently had his wake at the Monaca Sons of Italy. And Hillary O'Toole, who I've talked about many times, she, of course, Penn State Beaver, where my son Robbie attends, she and KK worked there as very young girls, and I would always be here getting my hair cut at Harper's and stopping in and getting gas and just having a chance to catch up with them, but more importantly, always taking time to catch up with Eddie and Jack. They were truly two of the most funniest and amazing people I've ever met, and really gifted when it came to working with their hands. But the word service keeps coming to mind when I think about Jack. Jack was a guy who was just always happy to serve. And he continued to work at that station long after it was no longer a service station and became a great convenience store where it still is today. And he was behind the counter and he always took time, whether you were playing the lottery machine or just filling up with gas or getting some bread and milk, to ask you how you were doing. And you know, Jack was kind of a quiet guy unless he was your friend. And some of the best nights I've ever had in my life, sitting shoulder to shoulder with him, enjoying a cold beer, just talking about life. He was a colorful character who meant a lot to this community. His roots are from Aliquippa, but his heart and home was here in Monaca, and he met a lot of folks along the way. But make no mistake, it was Jack who took time to always help people like me whenever we needed something. Jack was a guy who just loved to be around people and help people. So he may not have said a lot at times verbally, but you could tell he was always there and willing to do whatever it took to take care of you, the customer. But he also was there to take care of you as a friend. And that's how I will always remember Jack Drake. And he is another part of the foundation of not just my life, but literally thousands of lives that he met along the way. And I'm sure people are feeling, as I am today, a huge loss if you're hearing this for the first time as I did last night. I had a very just subtle thought throughout the night how I wouldn't see him walk through the door at the Monaca SOI anymore, or I wouldn't see him no longer across the counter at Shank's convenience store. He was always someone that was that, as I said, beacon of light, that when you saw him, he brightened your day. So I guess my memory is going to have to continue to keep him around, and that's okay. But I just wanted to take time to let Jack know he did a lot more good than probably he'll ever know. And for that, I'm grateful. Have a great day from the Pratte Gym. Good morning, everybody.